Hey there! Today I want to share with you guys one of my favorite resources for navigating personal care products and cleaning products as far as toxins and allergens and things like that. So this app, it's an app and it's also an extension that you can get. You can get it for Edge or Chrome, and you can also get it on your Android or iPhone as an app. So it's really cool. I'm going to just show you guys the extension a little bit. I don't know how to do it on the app, or else I'd show you that too. But it's a really cool little tool that really can help you navigate. You know, it can be really overwhelming. There's so many different ingredients that, to look out for and things like that. And this just makes it so simple. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I am going to give you guys just a quick little demonstration, and I'll show you guys where you can get this tool. So here we are at Clearya.com, and you can add it as an extension right here with this big blue button, or you can come down here to download the mobile app. And I have both. I do really love the extension. It's really easy to use, and I'll show you that in a minute. But Clearya is a really great resource. They're not funded by anyone that you need to worry about. They're not in anyone's pocket. They don't favor any particular brands. They just share with you the ingredients and things that you need to know about them. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this real quick for you guys. Now, the thing about Clearya is that it does only work on certain websites. So you can shop at Target, Amazon. I know a lot of us use Amazon, Sephora, Walmart, and Iherb. Or you can take a photo of the label anywhere that you are on the mobile app. So you can go ahead and check your products at home if you'd like to do that. But anyway, so here we're going to go to Amazon and we'll take a look. So I kind of want to check the free and clear stuff because I know that a lot of us use these. And let's see how clean they are. So here we go. For sensitive skin, unscented and hypoallergenic. So let's take a look at this. So right down here, we have our little extension. And you can see alerts, and these colors mean different things. I'll show you guys the key. But let's take a look. So this has a couple of ingredients that are potentially toxic. And you can push this down arrow just to get a little bit more information, a little bit more context. And it's a personal decision how granular you want to get with this. I personally try to avoid anything potentially toxic. And I know a lot of us have allergies to different things that might not necessarily be toxins, but this also lists potential allergens here. So that's also a good thing to look at. And again, it has this little drop down so you can see more information and get some context there. So I really appreciate that. And you can also take a look at the ingredients here. And it's going to highlight the different ingredients, and it gives you a code here, a little color code. So potentially toxic, potential allergen, restricted ingredient, or green is no alerts. And then they've got this really cool thing over here. They've got this Discover tab. So if we click on that, it's going to share with us some suggestions. So I like Molly Suds. I'm going to click on that one. And it's scanning. It says no alerts. So again, you can just click on that. And it says no alerts found. You can check the ingredients here. So I just love this. It makes it so much easier to navigate the landscape of toxins. We've got so many toxins in our products, especially here in the States, very unregulated. When I first stumbled upon this, I was shocked because I had always made the assumption that if it's on the shelf at the grocery store, the department store, or whatever, that it's safe. And it's not that way. It's actually the opposite. There's very few chemicals that have actually been banned, and they have to be proven unsafe before they'll be taken off the market. So you guys, this is just a great way to navigate that terrain and to make more informed decisions about your purchases and what you're putting on your body, what you're exposing yourself to. Many of us, we're so reactive, and it's just is so helpful. So let's see. So again, it's got a potential toxin in it. I would not use this shampoo. And then again, there's the allergens, and allowed with restrictions. Again, it gives you a little bit more context. This is restricted in cosmetics in the European Union. They have much better laws there as far as chemical safety. This one is for pregnant women. I would not use this shampoo if I was pregnant. And infants, it says oral intake, which obviously they're hopefully not going to be drinking shampoo, but so it gives you some context so you can make an informed decision for yourself. You're not necessarily going to find products that don't have any of these alerts, especially, I know we're all on different budgets and things like that. So we're just looking for improvement here, cut back a little bit on the amount of toxins that you're exposed to. It's going to make a big difference. So I want to also let's go to Iherb and let's find a shampoo over here, because this is going to look a little bit different. So on this one, we've got our extension right here. And you can see the alerts. And again, the different colors mean different things. Like this dark orange one, that's going to be a potential toxin. This yellow one, that's probably more an allergen. Let's take a look. Potential allergens, and that would be peppermint leaf extract. And then these are allowed with restrictions. Again, I would go down and take a look. And it has generic ingredients. So you guys, generic ingredients, this is like fragrance. They can hide things under that label. They don't necessarily have to disclose every ingredient if they use a generic ingredient like fragrance. So that's something also to watch for. Okay, here's a good one, because this is a really good clean shampoo. It's a shampoo bar, which I know not everyone can use a shampoo bar. Over here it says no alerts. Let's click on it. No alerts found. You can look at the ingredients here. Olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, jojoba, almond, essential oils. It has peppermint oil. So you still want to look at the ingredients. Essential oils, a lot of people do still react to those. I react to a lot of those. Peppermint oil, I don't have a problem with, so I could use this shampoo bar. And again, we've got the Discover tab if you want to look around at something else. Here's a dry shampoo. Acure, that's a good brand too. So I hope that this is helpful. This has made such a big difference for me. It just takes so much of the stress off. It just makes it so much easier. You don't have to worry about reading labels because they pretty much do it for you. The only thing is, I kind of wish that they had like ingredients you could look up or things like that. You can look up individual ingredients on ewg.org. They have a skin deep database as well for personal care products. I just prefer this one as my favorite, but you can look up ingredients on there. So if you scroll down on their homepage, they've got all kinds of resources here. Oh, the documentary series, Not So Pretty. If you guys haven't watched that, that's a great place to start. And you can just scroll down. It kind of shows you a little bit more about the app and how it's used. So you guys, let me know if this is helpful. I will be getting deeper into this stuff, but I just wanted to give you this resource because I know a lot of people just want to dive in. Oh, and look, they have their own little walkthrough video, so that's probably I'm sure they show the app and everything in there. So go ahead and you can watch that as well if you want to know more about the app and how it works. But I just love this, you guys. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this, if you found it helpful, and if you have any follow-up questions. Okay, guys, take care.